how much money I made versus how much money I spent on our Airbnb on a weekend. I get asked all the time how I'm able to provide extra things for our guests. I love leaving drinks, coffee, snacks, extra toiletries, things like that. So let me give you the breakdown. It's just from a random weekend, so it does always fluctuate. It depends on how my video views go. It depends on the time of year and how much we're charging, how long the stay is. This is from a 2-night stay in our Airbnb space. For 2 nights from Airbnb, including the cleaning fee, because I am the cleaner, we made $271. I posted 7 videos on social media about that stay, whether that's cleaning, grocery shopping, how they left the space, all of that. And then I get paid per view on the different social media platforms. So from TikTok, I made around $600 from these videos. From Facebook, I made around $200. And then YouTube, I made around $25. Total from the Airbnb space and then from the videos I made for social media, I made around $1,100 from that stay. And like I said, this varies. Sometimes I make $500, sometimes I make $4,000 from views. It just depends if the videos go viral or not. Let's talk about what I spent. I spent $27 at the grocery store buying snacks, drinks, just things for their stay. They didn't end up using all of this, so some of it rolls over to the next guest, but we're just going to count it all. Things that I already had. Some of these things are gifted to me because I do share on social media. A lot of brands do send things, but I do buy extra things. I did already have local coffee. Now, I didn't buy it specifically for them. I do leave the coffee and it rolls over through guests, but we'll count that. I leave makeup remover wipes in the bathroom. Let's be generous and just say I spent an extra $25. So that brings my total on things that I spent to $52. So I made $1,100 on this stay. I spent $52. So I have to remember that this Airbnb space is part of our house. It's not an investment property, so the mortgage is already covered. Everything we make is just extra. I always have to include that because I don't run our Airbnb space like a typical business. It really is a side hustle for extra money for me. Leaving extra touches, making the Airbnb special is something that I enjoy, so it's also like a hobby of mine. So I have to remember that I make money from social media. The more you watch the video, engage, all that, the more money I make, which also makes it easier to spend this money. If you've ever been curious on how I'm able to afford these extra touches, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. I do want to add, even if I wasn't making money from social media, I do think I would add these things. I did even in the beginning before I was making money. I just think adding, you don't have to add everything that I add. I know I go overboard, and some of that is because it's gifted and because I'm making money, but a few things in your Airbnb really go a long way. It makes people feel special, welcome. They leave a good review, maybe look past a few other things. I think it's worth it.